Good morning to your brothers and sisters. Today we're just going to look at Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has exposed Akufo Addo's buccaneer government with regard to the COVID frontier testing at the airport. So Okudzeto Ablakwa has gotten an information to that, and it is very terrible. Akufo Addo's government did not give the contract to Noguchi and others, but went ahead and gave the contract to Nigerian company to do the testing at the airport. So looking at the whole deal, out of the $150 that was charged on Ghanaians, every Ghanaian, Ghana government was only getting $10, and $140 was going to the Nigerian company that was doing the testing at the airport. So Akufo Addo government decided to charge his own citizens. And the whole world, it was only Akufo Addo doing that. The whole world, it was only Akufo Addo doing that at the airport, charging his own citizens in the name of a disease. So Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has gotten the information to that COVID frontier testing at the airport, and it's looking very terrible. So far, they can't even tell you how much they made at the airport. Because just imagine your government, the whole country, getting $10 out of the $150. I should come to Ghana and pay $150 in the name of a test for a Nigerian company to get $140 out of the $150 that I came to Ghana 2 times during the COVID time, and I paid $150. So that was $300. Even though we did a test in America here the next day before coming to Ghana. And Akufo Addo did that to the citizens of Ghana. He doesn't care about Ghanaian citizens. He doesn't care about us. And that fraudulent deal did not pass through the due process. They didn't use the procurement process to grant the contract to the Nigerians. We are having a lot of, we have Noguchi and other research centers in Ghana. Akufo Addo did not give the contract to them because of kickback. So he decided to use backdoor, and they didn't open up to Ghanaian parliament. It didn't go through parliament. Parliament supposed to pass this, but Akufo Addo decided to give the contract to the Nigerian because of benefit, because of what he was getting from the Nigerians. Just imagine, in this 21st century, a president awarding a contract to Nigerians, and the Nigerians getting $140 and Ghana getting $10. I told you guys we don't have sense. And we don't have sense. Just the same as the gold. We have the gold, and we have so many mining companies in Ghana. People doing the mining, and we still don't get anything. We get 2% out of 100%, and the mining companies take 98% of our resource away. So in this 21st century, somebody who claims to be incorruptible and a competent person is the president, and they have decided to give a contract to Nigerians, and Ghana only getting $10 out of $150 per person. That's what it is. This is very terrible. So Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa brought this yesterday, and I saw it, and I see people are not talking about it because Akufo Addo did it. This criminal man has done a lot to Ghana, and he has collapsed the nation. I can tell you that. He was using dubious means, charging his own citizens, taking money from his own citizens in the name of disease. Yes, still, Ghana is still essentially bankrupt. Ghana is bankrupt, and we don't have anything we don't have, the money is not there. You ask Akufo Addo, where is the money that he took from your own citizens? They must force him to come to parliament to account to Ghanaians where that money went to. You can tell us Ghana, you didn't get competent people to do the testing at the airport. And you know what? The Nigeria as a country didn't do that to its own citizens. The Nigerian government did not do that to its own citizens. So Nigeria, with a population of about 230 million people, did not do that at the airport to the citizens. Ghana, with a population of 30 million, decided to use dubious means to charge its own citizens, those passing through the airport. So anytime that you land, they have to, charge you. They have to tell you this is this blah blah blah. That's what they did to the Ghanaians. Mr. Stars. That is what Akufo Addo did. If you think I'm joking, you go to Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa's page and you see what I'm talking about. Akufo Addo is a criminal man. Have you guys seen the tape where Canada Japan is talking about they are stealing Ghana's money and they have opened an offshore account? That is where they put their money. Canada Japan, I saw that tape this morning. And he said that it is part of the boot for boot, or what is it, the showdown. So he's now exposing his own government. Criminal Akufo Addo. Criminal Akufo Addo. This is what you did to your own citizens. When other nations were giving stimulus check to their citizens, you were charging your own citizens in the name of testing. The American government was giving money to the citizens every month. Giving money to those who were unemployed. If you are unemployed and you are in the house because of the disease, the government has to compensate you. The government did that to their citizens, and you as a government was charging your own citizens at the airport. That's what Akufo Addo did. And even charging Ghana or charging the citizens, and maybe Ghana getting 150%, and that is not a big deal because okay, we need money to develop the country. Here the case, this guy gave a contract to Nigerians. So you Ghanaians who supported this Akufo Addo of an evil man, you guys wasted your goddamn time, supported him. Some of you even killed. A lot of you did so many things. And Akufo Addo did not give any contract to you. Went straight to Nigeria to give a contract to the Nigerians. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government was not doing that to their citizens. But Akufo Addo decided to bring this frontier company to the airport to charge Ghanaians, those who were passing to the airport. And you know what happened? When you come to the airport, then they will tell you have the disease. Then they will send you to their own hotel. Then you'll be paying $100 every single day. That's what they did. That is why when Ivy came to Ghana and they wanted to do that to her, Ivy is a nurse here. She did a test. She was not having the disease. The next day, she's in Ghana. And they will say that you have a disease. And she resisted and they wanted to kill her. This criminal man, Akufo Addo, you've done worse to Ghana. This man, you've done worse. Upon doing that, you can't even tell Ghana how much you made out of that $150 charge. And it said Joy News, filed a petition to get a copy through the Right to Information Act. But and they imposed a $200,000 fine on Joy News because they wanted an information from that frontier, the testing that they were doing. They wanted to know, so what are these people doing with the money that they are getting from the Ghanaians? And they imposed a fine on them. So Okudzeto Ablakwa, find his way to get this document. It is on his page. You can just go there to read. Is that not even a directive? And the 200,000 fine imposed by the Right to Information Commission following a Joy News petition has been helpful in the compiling Akufo Addo's appointees at the Ghana Airport Company Limited and the larger Akufo Addo Bawumia administration to disclose the requested information on the frontier's contact in the interest of transparency and accountability. And I said, I have bad news for you guys. The Akufo Addo buccaneer government, in the supreme national interest, I have by the, intercepted, he said he has intercepted relevant documents on this dubious frontier heist. You can just go to the page and you can read what he posted yesterday. He said the oversight shall ensure that the Grand Frontier create, loot, and share together with all those fronted and for frontiers are duly exposed and sanctioned. Today's expose will focus attention on the bombshell offer letter from the Ghana Airport Company Limited to Frontier Healthcare Service Limited, dated the 31st August 2020, and signed by the former managing director, Mr. Yao Kwakwa. So this explosive offer letter reviews the following. It said the Frontier was handpicked in an opaque sweetheart deal. Look at this sweetheart deal. After a harsh discussion, Ghana's procurement law were blatantly and violently flouted. In fact, Ghana's procurement laws were suspended. They said they did not use the procurement law, to engage those people. Akufo Addo decided to use the back door because of what he was gaining from the contract. And then this was not a competitive exercise as credible institutions such as Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, Kumasi Center for Collaborative Research, Korle Bu Central Laboratory, and others who were at the front of the COVID containment were sidelined as government opted of the overnight incorporated dubious frontiers. Is that this letter incredibly reviews how an offer was made to the frontiers on the 31st August 2020 and how actual testing magically commenced the next day, September 1st, 2020. Something to soon feature in Guinness World Record. Yes, in total rip-off, the government paid the offer letter asked for a fixed share of a misery and wickedly unpatriotic $10 per test, as Frontier keeps $140 per test, considering that Frontiers was charging each passenger $150. So out of the $150 that each passenger was paying, Ghana government only got 10 out of $150. This is insensitive. This is stupidity. What kind of thing is this in this 21st century? So in the 50s and our forefathers gave a mining contract to Western companies in the name of mining, and Ghana still taking 2%, and the Western mining companies getting 98%. And because of that, Ghana is a poor country. We are not getting anything out of that. And our leaders have not learned a common sense out of that stupidity. Go to the international market and borrow money. We go to other countries and beg for money. And you are given a contract in this 21st century. Mahmoud Bawumia, where were you? Mahmoud Bawumia, where were you when Akufo Addo and his criminal government was giving this contract to the Nigerians at the expense of Ghana? So Ghana only taking just $10, and Nigeria, a company getting $140 from Ghanaians. What kind of stupidity is this? And this is what Akufo Addo did you. And people are not talking about this. People are not talking about this. How come there is a disease, other countries giving stimulus check to its citizens, and you are using dubious means to take money from your citizens in the name of test? And before we come, they would, the airport company follow the instructions from the government. So the government will say any Ghanaian that will come through the airport must bring a testing a form. So before you come to Ghana, you must do the test. You will do the test, and they said not less than 3 days. They will just do the test today. The next day you've gone to Ghana. You will submit and give them, and they will say reject it. And they will take $150 from you and tell you that you have to, and they'll be inserting that thing through your nose. That's what they did to us. The first time I came, they put that thing through my nose here. And that lady was, pushing it into my head. You are very stupid. Because of testing, you want to kill me? Trying to pinch me through the brain. And I insulted her. I said, that nonsense. You are doing this to me. What kind of thing is this? We have to pay $150 for Ghana to get $10, for Nigeria to keep $140. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government did not do that to its citizens. The Nigerian government did not take $150 at the airport. Nigeria and Ghana, Nigeria has a population of about 230 million. They didn't do that to their citizens, and you, Ghana, with a less population of 230 million, you did that to your own citizens. Now we're asking you to come out and do the accountability for us, the government. And you know what? They said they put a blockade on this. They don't want anybody to get access to this information. Just like when they request, they tell Akufo Addo, come out and tell us how much you spend on the private jet. Akufo Addo will not be able to tell you how much they've been able to spend on the private jet. They don't want Ghanaians to know. And I can tell you that the money that they took, and it was about 2 years, when all the other nations were not even requesting for a test. Akufo Addo was still requesting for a test at the airport. Until when the World Health Organization came out and told the whole world that thing was over. Then they quickly came out and they have to stop and dismiss everything. You did that more than 2 years. Akufo Addo, you were taking that money from Ghanaians for more than 2 years. I said, shockingly, Frontier was asked, according to the offer letter, to make a partly an insulting payment of only $97,109 as proof of acceptance of the offer for exclusive control of the upper arrival. That's the Terminal 3 and Kotoka International Airport. Sister Phoebe Medase, one Mr. Mwako Medase, say, Matcha Stars. Was it regardless of the fact that Frontier stood to make and has indeed made profit worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And I can tell you that thing alone will hit more than 1 billion. So meaning, if Ghana, I can tell you that the total amount that they pay to Ghana won't even be up to 10 million. But that company will rake more than 1 billion at the airport. Except, despite these outrageous giveaways, Frontier was exempted from paying water bills. Look, taking money from Ghanaian citizens in diaspora. When Ghanaians were returning to Ghana, Akufo Addo was charging them $150. And the company that was getting $140 out of the $150 was not paying water bill. They used the water free of charge. But you, the Ghanaian citizen, you were paying water. I said the offer letter did not provide technical specifications, standards, and the specific amount of investment Frontier was obliged to make in setting up the testing facility, which actually exposes how everything was skewed by government officials to collude with Frontier in raping Ghanaians. This is what they do to us. So I'm at number 9 here. It said the offer letter made no reference to mandatory authorization from the Health Facility Regulatory Authority as a condition precedent, which explains why Frontier commenced work many months before it applied to that regulatory authority for licensing after my original expose. Akufo Addo, except from the intercepted offer letter, Frontier was granted an unfathomable long duration of 2 years to loot, create and share, and that was regardless of whether COVID is defeated in a few weeks or not. This also explains why Ghana was basically the only country still testing at the airport many months after airport authorities in many other jurisdictions had stopped and dismantled their testing systems. In America, no airport was testing anything at the airport. If you go to the American airport, nobody was doing testing at the airport there. They will tell you, okay, your country demands that before you come to Ghana, you must show a proof of test. So you have to go to a hospital, or they have certain agencies, private agencies, just go to them and they will do the test for you. So they will give you that certificate, you take it to the airport, they look at it, okay, you've done the testing before you can go to Ghana. And you go to Ghana, they look at the test, certificate, and they will still tell you, hell no, we can't take this. So that's what they did to us. Yeah. So this is what they did to us. And he said, this also explains why Ghana was, okay, I've read this. He said, the evidence is overwhelming. That is, that this frontier deal was a grand operation between a Buccaneer government and the plutocratic entrepreneurs to make a fortune at a time many were being killed and hospitalized by the devastating pandemic. He said, conservative analysis of passenger traffic statistics available on the website of the Ghana Airport Company shows that during the 2-year period of frontier scam operations, there were an estimated 1 million arrivals. Is it 2 years now? The conservative analysis of the passenger traffic statistics available on the website of the Ghana Airport Company shows that there were during the 2-year period of the frontier scam operations, there were an estimated 1 million arrival at Okudzeto International Airport, factoring eventually reducing to $150 to $50 only for ECOWAS National. Frontier and those vampires who fronted for them must have raked in not less than 130 million in killer profit. This happened during the public health crisis. Think about it. I shall release more documents on the unconscionable killer frontier scandal in subsequent publications. As I finally urge all Ghanaians who have had enough of the blatant stealing, impunity, lawlessness, fraudulent deals, arrogant refusal to disclose information even when the RTI Commission has ordered unconscionable corruption intended to benefit a few crony companies and greedy individuals, either from the frontier scandal, National Cathedral, mysterious Reverend Victor Kusibuaten, Kwabena Addo Jemfi scandal, $20 an hour luxury jets, charters scandal, kitchen scandal, scholarship scandal, Ajapa scandal, Amiri scandal, Cecilia Dapa scandal, the looting Nigeria cable of Oyeleli and Peter, and that one is the scandal, right? Scandals, and the latest Bank of Ghana scandal. You must join it, and we're waiting for those scandal and information. So kudos to Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa for what he's doing. That is an amazing job. It is an amazing, as a Ghanaian. Don't fold your arms on your chest and allow this Akufo Addo government with an impunity to destroy the nation. Akufo Addo, an arrogant old man who is destroying the nation in the name of his president, in the name of his an old man. Akufo Addo must come out and answer questions regarding this frontier scandal. Because Akufo Addo has really destroyed the nation. Akufo Addo, you have caused so much to Ghana, and Ghanaians are demanding answers from you. Simple as ABC. They can't account to you how much they raked in during that COVID scam. They took so much money from Ghanaians. And he was doing that among the African countries. Ghana was the only country doing that. That you come to the airport and they stripped you to pay $150. I'm a Ghanaian. I was born in Ghana, and I'm waiting for any stupid person to tell me I'm not a Ghanaian. I was born, fed, clothed, bathed, did everything in Ghana. I schooled in Ghana. I didn't go to kindergarten. I never attended kindergarten. I went to primary school in Ghana, secondary school in Ghana, elementary school in Ghana. Or let me restart it. I went to primary school in Ghana, elementary school in Ghana, and Ghana JSS. I went to senior high school in Ghana. I went to university in Ghana. And I want the Supreme Court to tell me that even though I have a birth certificate, I am not still qualified to be considered as a Ghanaian. and they should call me a Togolese. I'm waiting for them to call me a Togolese because they call certain group of people in Ghana Togolese. They call certain people Ivorians. They call certain people Burkinabes. So I'm waiting for them to tell us. For us to come to Ghana for Akufo Addo to take $150 from us, would have thought. This man did not think about what he was doing to Ghanaians. Among all the African nations, you did that. And yes, still, your nation, Ghana, is the most indebted nation in Africa. Akufo Addo, upon all that you did at the airport, taking $150 from Ghanaians, Ghana is still the most indebted nation in Africa. Upon all the money that you were taking from Ghanaians, you still go to IMF for a loan to the extent that they have to give you, worse conditionalities. You have to return back to your country, put your hands on pensioners' money, investors' money. This is what Akufo Addo has done. This criminal of a man. Canada, Japan is now very bitter. And I know, you see, he knows that they've stolen a lot of money. That is why he's saying that they are looting and looting and looting and sharing. And when they loot, they don't keep the money in Ghana. They bring the money overseas because they've opened, offshore account. They put the money into the offshore account and they bring that money to different countries to develop. You are stealing from our taxpayers' money. You are stealing from natural resources. You're stealing from all the revenues that we generate. You are grabbing that money and you've opened a foreign account overseas and you put Ghana's money into that account. Canadian Japan said this morning that they are looting money. And I know he is not part of that is why he's speaking up. If he is part, they will come out and expose him. That man, if he is part of the looting, these people will come because they are so desperate to break the eight. And breaking the other day, I explained to you, if somebody tells you, I will break, to break here means to destroy. It means they will break Ghana into 8 pieces. That's the meaning. They have nothing to offer. They are in parliament, they are in power. If they have something to offer, it means they would have done it long time ago. Akufo Addo, you and Mahmoudi Bamwa, you've done nothing to save this nation. And he's thinking about, we're going to break the 8 with Mahmoudi Bamwa. Who is preventing him from helping Ghana? Mahmoudi Bamwa, with your knowledge, your so-called knowledge, you brag yourself as the Adam Smith of our time, the knowledgeable, the intelligent. Who is preventing you from using your knowledge to help Akufo Addo? Who is preventing you from that? We just want you to come out and tell Ghanaians, if you are that intelligent, you should have by now saved Ghana from the mess. But you helped Akufo Addo to create this mess. You helped Akufo Addo to create this mess. And we are in this mess together. We are suffering. And you want to present the same person that he should become president. That once he becomes president, he's going to be special. What is special about this Mahmoudi Bamwa? What is special about you? If you are special, you should demonstrate it right now. Mahmoudi Bamwa, if there is something special about you and you have that intelligence, you should demonstrate it now. So why must Ghanaian wait until 2025 for you to demonstrate that you are very intelligent, you are a vice president, you'll be able to do that? Yeah, he said Wale Adam Smith. That is what they call him. That is how they call him. Wale Adam Smith. Nobody's preventing you. Today, you are not holding lectures upon lectures and you are not even explaining anything to Ghanaians. Have you seen what you've done to us? You and Akufo Addo, you have destroyed the country. When other nations were giving money to their citizens during COVID time, you were charging Ghanaians $150 at the airport. Vulnerable Ghanaians that were returning. So people return to Ghana with just $1,000, $2,000, and they will force you, that they will tell you that you have a disease. That, hey, you have to go to this camp, and here they'll be doing the test, and you have to sleep in a hotel. And that hotel is being owned by a politician, Akufo Addo and co. And you'll be paying $100 and something. That is a typical business. So they were doing that to Ghanaians. So by the time you realize the money that you brought from America to Ghana to stay in Ghana for about a month, Akufo Addo will take that money from you. And you go to your hometown or your village with empty hands. Nothing will be in your hands because Akufo Addo has already taken that money from you. This is just a criminal way. This is just a criminal precedent. You did this to Ghanaians. Now come out and tell us the money that you took from Ghanaians. Where is that money? You awarded a contract to Nigerians at the expense of Ghana. Ghana only taking $10 out of the $150. You gave $140 to the Nigerian company. And we know that Nigerian company that you gave them to relates to, I think, your wife or you Akufo Addo. So that is a kickback somewhere. They will come back. I've seen a video where a group of people went to Akufo Addo's office and they presented a huge fat envelope. And they told him, there is money in this, now we're giving it to you. There is a kickback. This man, oh, how I wish this man is in the United States here. This man will be rotten in jail, I'm telling you. With this clear evidence, the United States, they only need clear evidence to prosecute you. We have so many evidences against this Akufo Addo government. So many evidences against him. Yet people still defend him. And when you speak up, then they will come and be writing nonsense under your post. Akufo Addo, have you seen what you've done? At a time when Ghanaians were crying, at a time when jobs were lost, you were still demanding $150 from your own citizens at the airport. You were demanding. You know, they will tell you, pay it online. It's not like you are even paying physical cash, You have to pay that thing online. And when you go to the airport people will ask you, have you paid that $150? If you haven't paid, they won't allow you. I can remember at the time I was in Holland. I was in Amsterdam, right? And then they demanded, hey, you have to line up at the airport. You only see Ghanaians lining up for the airport officials to be checking whether they've paid $100. This is disgrace. No other nations were going through that except only Ghanaians. Because their government asked their citizens to pay $150. And they will learn. So I was in that line in Amsterdam. And then they'll check. And a lot of people didn't even know. They say, hey, if you don't pay, we won't allow you to enter the plane. And out of desperation at the airport, people, you have to go online, you have to write it, then you have to pay before they give you the confirmation. You come to Kotoka, you land at the Kotoka International Airport, then people will be there. And then, where is your proof that you paid the $150? Akufo Addo, you did this to us, and you were given $140 to Nigerians, and Ghana was only getting $10 out of that. And the company that was doing that at the airport didn't pay any bills, no tax, nothing. This is a criminal man, I swear to God. This man is a criminal man. Akufo Addo, you are just a criminal man. You were jealous of Mahama. When Mahama was in power, you were jealous of him. That is why you created a lot of propaganda, scheme, all the light, and now you are in government and now you are enjoying milking, stealing. This is what you've done. Per the information at hand here, it means more than 1 million people, passed through the airport during the COVID time within the 2 years that you were taking $150 from Ghanaians. And you can't account to Ghana how much you even got from the you see, Ghana Parliament is a victim. Hey, if you come to America here, their Congress is very powerful. Congress. If they call you to Congress and they ask those simple questions, they will indict you there. They will take you to prison. At Ghana Parliament, it is like Parliament is afraid of the president. Parliament is afraid of the judicial system. Then Parliament is afraid of EC. The EC can sit at their office and do nonsense. And they can't question here. Here, if they invite you to come to Congress, you'll be shivering there. They have so many. Now they've opened up an impeachment proceedings against Joe Biden. Impeachment proceedings. They've started. People will come. They would tell us what Joe Biden has done together with the son. He's a criminal. He has stolen money with corruption. And they are bringing evidence. And they're going to impeach him. That's what they do here. So once Congress has impeached Joe Biden and it goes to the Senate and they approve it, they'll kick him out of office and they'll take him to jail. In our part of the country, Parliament has become a weak vessel that people can't even, the parliamentarians themselves don't even know the power that they hold. Yeah, the parliamentarians themselves are not aware that they have power. The Speaker of Parliament, Aban Bagbin, you yourself, you don't even know that you have power, right? You have every goddamn power to impeach Akufo Addo. If there is evidence that he has committed treason or he has done something bad against the country, you have every right to call him to Parliament to express himself. But you guys are not doing that. And you've given him an ample opportunity to do the nonsense that he's doing to Ghanaians. Ghana Parliament, you guys are just weak people at the Parliament there. The parliamentarians, you guys are weak. You guys even don't know you have the right. You know, the time that this Supreme Court was talking nonsense, you can even call the Chief Justice here. They called in America. They called Chief Justice Robert to Congress. You must come there and answer us. If the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court pass nonsense, and the Parliament's writers, the Parliament has every right to reverse it. Yes, you are the Supreme Court, and so what? Maybe politically you are being influenced. The politicians are dictating to you. Maybe Akufo Addo appointed all the judges to Supreme Court. So if there is a case, you guys won't deliver a neutral judgment. You won't give a neutral judgment. They will call you to Parliament. The Chief Justice, they must call him to Parliament for him to answer questions. Greetings to everyone. Raj from Ghana. Oh, Perry, what could do at home? Nature says what could do. Okay, I bekasa why? Perry, I bekasa. And that's what it is. So the parliamentarians are not even aware that they have power. The right moment they said in Ghana, if they give birth to you at the hospital, you are not a citizen. That your birth set won't even determine that you were born at this hospital in Ghana. You are still not a Ghanaian. And when did this Ghana card came into existence? I just want to know. And they are using a Ghana card before you can be considered as a Ghanaian. You must, have in hand a Ghana card, blah, blah, blah. They will call you to Parliament. Why are you changing our constitution? And what kind of system are you bringing to Ghana? Bringing into Ghana. They will question you about this. You see me, I don't understand this. They should call him. And that the Minister of Health must come to Parliament. They must question him. So who awarded this contract? I could remember they took him to Parliament. They said he is not aware of the contract. You in opposition, you were just outspoken. That man, he was a committee chairman or was it a chairman for something oversight. You were outspoken when you were in opposition. Now Akufo Addo and his family members have tied your hands. They do evil things and they blame it on you. So a whole minister was not aware of the contract. He said he is not aware of the contract. They brought about 3-4 ministers to Parliament. They questioned them and they said they are not aware of the contract. They don't even know who awarded that contract to the Nigerians. We live in our countries. The Nigerians have come to our country to invade us at the airport, charging Ghanaians $150. Then they ask the minister. The minister says he doesn't even know who gave that contract to the Nigerians. And this is the person who says he's a competent person. When he was in opposition, he was. Now I'm told that they are now deleting all their tweets and all the Facebook nonsense that he wrote in 2015, 2014, 2013, 2016. Akufo Addo and Mahmoud Bamwa have started deleting all those things that he wrote. But they've forgotten that Ghanaians have the screenshot of all the nonsense that they posted. You guys, is it a mess you guys have created? You guys have created a mess, typical mess. It will take so many years for Ghana to gain its grounds. I'm telling you. What they've done, it will take about 50 years. It will take about 50 years for us to recover. This is what they've done. You awarded contract to a Nigerian company without a due process. You didn't use the procurement law. You used the back door because of kickback. Probably I know they told them if you do this and you take this, you give the government. So yeah, they are in Nigeria. They need money. Their government didn't do that to their citizens. Nigerian government did not do that to the citizens. But Ghanaian government was taking money from the citizens. You know, when we were in Ghana, this government did not open a goddamn job or offer a job to any Ghanaian. We left Ghana on our own. We willingly left Ghana, and we are here living as Ghanaians in diaspora. And when we return to Ghana, they treat us like a slave. Have you shipped car, or have you have you ever taken car to Ghana through the airport before? When you go to the airport or the port, the Tama port, they treat you like a garbage. They treat us like a garbage. So we are the modern day slaves for Ghana. They said our forefathers were slaves and they brought them here. Today, who is a slave? Ghanaians living in diaspora. That is why any nonsense they just put it on us. When we are bringing things to our family members in Ghana, Akufo Addo has to put over 25 different taxes on anything that we export. I am here taking something to Ghana, then Akufo Addo will be putting over 25 different taxes. I mean, we are slaves. We are slaves. That is why when we were coming to Ghana, he was charging us $150 to enter our own country. And what was even the essence of telling your people to do a test before they come? Is that not less than 72 hours? You must do a test before you come to Ghana. We'll do the test, then the next day we're in Ghana. Then at the airport, you tell us to do the same test, then you take $150 from us. Now they're asking you for accountability with regard to this, and you have nothing to show to Ghanaians. They blocked access to this information. So Okudzeto Ablakwa, use other means to get this information. And FM station, they wanted information from that, and they even put a 200,000 charge on them. This information, don't you know that we are in crisis? We are in the pandemic, and you want information from who? Akufo Addo used this pandemic to enrich himself. He took a lot of money from Ghanaians. That's why it is. Akufo Addo, this is what you did to Ghanaians. You did this to Ghanaians. At the expense of Ghana taking $10, then to the benefit of Nigerians getting $140. And I know by now they are in Nigeria laughing off their teeth. They are just making mockery of Ghana. Because Nigeria, they didn't do that. And you did that to your own citizens. If you see that the buggers over here, the Ghanaians over here are not talking, because he isn't Mahama who did that. Because he is Akufo Addo. He did that. Now you are not speaking. Akufo Addo took $300 from me when I came to Ghana. I came to Ghana twice. Akufo Addo took $300 from me. And I know I'm not the only person. He took $300 from all the Ghanaians in diaspora. Akufo, that's what he did. You took money from us. Now we asking you for accountability. And in the accountability, we are realizing that Ghana was only getting $10 out of the $150 per person. What kind of a deal is this? What kind of a logic is this? What kind of a deal is this? There is no sense in this. No logic in this. You sit on a table, you've gone to Nigeria, a foreign country, Nigeria, to have an engagement with them because you needed a test at the airport. And Akufo Addo told us that we don't have competent people in Ghana to do that test. Noguchi, when this incident came, Noguchi was all over. You didn't give the contract to Noguchi people to do it. At least even the price would have come down. You went to Nigeria using a back door. You didn't use the procurement process, no due process. You did not open up to parliamentarians to know what the hell was going on. And you decided to charge your own citizens $150, $150. Now the Ghanaians are asking you to come out and tell them the amount that you got from the airport. Now you can't tell us. Akufo Addo. And you want us to clap our hands for you. And how come that Ghana is now a bankrupt nation? This is why I don't want to. And the Ghanaians don't even know what bankruptcy means, you. Hey, we have a long way to go. When World Bank said Ghana is an essential bankrupt nation, the Ghanaians are not even crying. The Ghanaians are not putting their hands on their head to cry. The Ghanaians think that is a normal thing. Your nation is in bankruptcy. And you are clapping your hands for the person who has put the nation into this serious mess. Clapping your hands for him that we should maintain them and allow them to break the 8. And you want some of us to keep quiet? You don't want us to open our goddamn mouth to say something? Akufo Addo, have you seen what you've done? You have created a mess, a serious mess. It will take the next president, not the next president, really 4 years, 8 years, 50 years to revive what you've caused. Upon all the bragging and all the noise, on all the yabbings, have you seen what you've caused, Akufo Addo? You've created a mess. Someone like Okudzeto Ablakwa has exposed your government. We just want you to come out and explain yourself to us. We want Akufo Addo and Mahmoud Ibamwe to come out. Why they charge Ghanaians at the airport $150? Other nations didn't do that. When I was coming to America here, nobody took $150 from me, $150 from me at the airport here. You know, when I come to America, anytime at the airport, I feel safe. Anytime I come to Ghana, it is like I'm passing through hellfire. When I'm at any American airport, the kind of maltreatment that they give to us in Ghana, I don't see it here. Just come back, join the line here, and I pass here, and I be here. I remember in Holland, the way you guys treated us in Holland, when I was coming to Ghana. You made us join a queue, long queue. They were maltreating us. And I saw some certain old women. They don't even know what was one. Some old women without even education. And they said, Meba, this is what they are telling me, that I have no pay $150. I don't even know where to pay it to. Can you please help me? And at Holland, people were struggling. Old age people. I saw a woman who, came to the United States because of surgery, was returning back and was forced to pay $150. And this woman was crying. The woman was not having anything, just returning back to Ghana. And at the airport, your president is not allowing you to enter your own country. They have to charge you money. You guys kept quiet, did not open your... Me, I did several videos about this. That what that man was doing is criminal. Akufo Addo, you are just a criminal man. I can tell you that. You wanna break 8, you will break 1,000. That's all it is. You should tell them they will break 1,000. They should go out and answer Canada, Japan. Canada and Japan is saying that they are looters, that they've stolen a lot of money. That they should come out and answer him. And that they don't even put the money in Ghana. Just look at what Cecilia Abinadapa alone has stolen. And that is a clue to how much they've stolen from government. With that huge amount of money they've borrowed from the international market, they can't even tell you how they use that money, what they use that money for. They can't do any accountability to you. And yeah, he said that. Yes. He only talking about he wants to break the 8. Yeah, that is because they think Ghanaians are fools. I know Canada Japan posted, when I saw him talking about they are thieves and criminals, they are looting, then his own party people insulting him. You want to be president. You are a Ghanaian. What do you get at all? You see, Ghanaian, we just want to open your eye. Why are you following a party like a fool? Why are you following the NPP like a fool. Somebody is enriching himself, building an empire, giving money to the family members, giving contract to the family members, awarding contract to himself, getting so many kickbacks. You don't get any goddamn thing. And he still support the person to loot the country. His own parliamentarian came out and said they are criminals. And you, just an ordinary supporter, insulting the person who is telling the truth. And there is this crustacean, it is an insect in water. They are always on top of the water. And in our adage, there is a saying that when a crustacean tells you that the crocodile in the water has passed away, don't argue. That is what I have translated. That bubucheche is the crustacean. It is an insect in the water. The insect is telling you that they are stealing from Ghana. And you, the ordinary blind supporter, insulting the person telling you these people are criminal, that they've opened offshore account that they put money into. And you, the blind supporter, insulting him. Do you even have a sense at all? Do you have a sense at all? You are not getting anything, and you are happy that you are a poor person. You are a goddamn poor person, a poverty-stricken person. You have nothing. Instead of you thinking about yourself, look at the mess that Akufo Addo. Now that Ghanaians are going through a lot of problems and temptations, aren't you part of it? You are part of this mess, and you don't want to speak up. You are part of this mess, I'm telling you. You see, people are struggling, people are crying, and you are part of it. You don't have a goddamn thing. If I ask you, please, how much comes into your bank account every month? You can't even answer because you're a poor goddamn person. Don't be a fool. Just open your eyes. Allow yourself to be taught. So people are teaching you that this is what these people are doing, and you, out of emotions and frustrations, do you know that poverty can create an emotional environment for people to live in perpetua? We have perpetual emotional patients. They are very sick. They live with emotions. So, you are speaking against my government. Me, the government is blood. You don't have any blood. You are a goddamn fool. You are a goddamn fool. This never happened to any other country, that the citizens trying to enter their own country, that the government is now using a task force at the airport that you have to pay $150. Akufo Addo did that to his own citizens. Akufo Addo, that's what he did. Akufo Addo, you did this to your own citizens. And Parliament, instead of dragging this man to Parliament to question him, you can even impeach him on this. With this, you can impeach Akufo Addo. Because how come, Akufo Addo, you sacked Charlotte Osei because you claim Charlotte, certain faceless individuals wrote a letter to you, asked you to sack Charlotte Osei because Charlotte Osei breached procurement law. He said this Frontier company did not pass through the procurement process in Ghana. He used the back door. Because of the shady deal, because of the kickback, corruption. So Parliament must call this man to Parliament with his ages. Nobody begged him to become president. If you know you are an old man and you be in power and you won't allow people to say anything because you want people to say you are an old person, don't contest an election. Because presidency is not a joke. Presidency is not for an presidency is not an old age office. For we to be entertaining old age people. People who should be wearing pampers in the house and people who should be playing with their grandchildren. They are not destroying the nation. We won't accept this and we won't allow this to happen. Simple as ABC. They are paying people to come and attack those who are speaking about the mess they've created. Oh yes, I know. And when they come here, we'll give it to them. If you come here and write nonsense, I will spare you. I'll just give it to you. And the brainwashed, ignorant, die-hard supporters become blind to all these ridiculous things. They have no, oh yes, conscience. Yes, they don't have it. They come under our page and insult us. When they see us speaking up, they don't want us to speak up. A president who is criminal, he can't. Okudzeto Ablakwa is going to expose that because he has at hand the information about that frontier, the frontier company. The way they humiliated us, I could quite remember they brought Ghanaians from Lebanon. Those Ghanaians who were stranded in Lebanon. When they brought them, they asked them to pay $150. And people were not having that money. Your own citizens were stranded in Lebanon. They brought them to Ghana. They said, let's go and sleep here. And you have to pay. And they humiliated them. A lot of people return to Ghana with that money. And when you come, then they humiliate you. They even deport some people. After the deportation, they will ask you to pay money. What kind of nonsense is this? Akufo Addo, you are just a heartless man. You are just a criminal man. You don't care about Ghanaians. That is why Ghanaians are suffering when they speak up. You hire assassinators, assassins, to target those people who speak up. Yes, Akufo Addo. That is your record, though. And you see, all the accusations leveled against Rawlings. Now you have done more than 100 times. And guess what? Your name will never sleep. And Ghanaians will forever attach negative things to your name forever, Akufo Addo. Because you are the worst president in our history. And Ghanaians will never forget you. Or what you've done to us. This is just one aspect of the corruption. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Akufo Addo, what you've done. This is just a tiny fraction of what you've done. Akufo Addo. And we want that Mahmoud Bamwa who want to break the 8. They think Ghanaians are full. And he is walking around telling Ghanaians it is possible. Aren't you the vice president? You are the secretary, you are the deputy president. And what is possible? What possibility is he talking about? That is possible to become a main president. Mahmoud Bamwa, we just want you to demonstrate your so-called knowledge and intelligence. You told Ghanaians the reason why they should pick you as a vice president. They picked you as a vice president running mate three times. Yes, 3 times. Akufo Addo, Mahmoud Bamwa. Yes, Mahmoud Bamwa. And you are telling Ghanaians that it is possible. It is possible. What haven't you done? You have destroyed the nation. And it is possible to do what? That possibility, you've destroyed the nation. So we should vote for you to redeem. You don't even have an integrity. You don't have any name. So what is it possible? What possibility is he talking about here? That it is possible that he can become a president. Is that what he's talking about? Nobody prevented you. Within these 7 years, you could have helped that Akufo Addo to help the country. But you help him to destroy the nation. You have nothing to offer. And 2024 is going to be very tough for this man. Because he won't have any campaign message for Ghanaians. They have exhausted every lies. They won't come out with any lies. And I'm telling you guys that any lies that they will come out to say, I will use this my page here to explain every goddamn lie. We won't allow them to fool us again. No. We are not fools. And today, with the help of the social media, even if the traditional media will not help Ghanaians, the social media, we're going to use it positively to help Ghanaians. We will explain things to them to understand. Simple as ABC. I am promising to you guys that I'm going to use this my page to explain every nonsense that they will come out to tell Ghanaians. If it is about, they don't even know what policies stand for. If it is about, this is the policy, this is the campaign, but whatever nonsense they will come out with, I will explain. Mahmoud Bamwa, you have nothing to offer. Just go home and sleep. And it is a saying that if you don't know death, just look at a sleep. When someone is sleeping, just look at a person critical. So if you've never seen a dead person before, just look at the one who is sleeping. Akufo Mahmoud Bamwa, you've done the worst to Ghana. And we won't allow you to come and finish Ghana. Breaking Ghana into 8 pieces, we won't allow that. That slogan is not a mere slogan, no. They mean it. To break is to destroy. That is why they did not choose a good term. They said they're going to break Ghana. They're going to break 8. That's all it is. And they have nothing to break. They have nothing to break. They have everything to destroy. That is why we are holding them accountable. We, the good citizens of the country, we have every right to ask them a simple questions. They should come out and answer us. Mahmoud Bamwa, come out and answer questions surrounding the Frontier Company. Were you aware when Akufo Addo awarded that contract to the Nigerians? Mahmoud Bamwa, what is your knowledge about this Frontier Company and that criminal scammed Frontier Company? Did they invite you when Akufo Addo awarded them? Have they given money to you? Have you received anything from the Frontier Company in a form of a kickback? Have you ever spoken to the directors and the people who were leading that Frontier Company? This is the question that I have for Mahmoud Bamwa. Mahmoud Bamwa. Mahmoud Bamwa, did you travel to Nigeria for this contract? Who and who traveled to Nigeria for this contract? And how much did Ghana gain from this shady deal? We just want Mahmoud Bamwa to come out. Oh yes, because he knew that Ghana was having money at the Bank of Ghana. Now you should know this. When your boss told Ghanaians that we sit on money, but we are suffering from money, you should come out and tell us. Mahmoud Bamwa, we're waiting for you. You think you are the only intelligent person, right? We will match you boot for boot. I am not an economist, but I can match him boot for boot, I can tell you. And we can also set questions for him to answer. Even with this Frontier Company, have you seen the sort of question that I'm asking you? And I can bet you that he has received money from the Frontier Company. It is a kickback, and that is a cartel line that they have to promise one another that, hey, if this goes through successfully, we're not taking it to Parliament for them to pass it. And they didn't use the due process. The due process here means the parliamentarian, the Speaker of Parliament, everybody in Parliament will be aware. This is what we're doing at the airport because we don't want disease to come. Okay? You were doing that, and yes, still Ghana was still recording. The fake recordings. When they were recording the fake thing, they did that, it was all lies. Somebody would die a natural death, they say the person died through that disease. Somebody would get a car accident, they say the person died through that disease. That was what they were doing. This criminal president, Akufo Addo, you've seen what you've done. Eh? And this is your legacy. Akufo Addo, this is one of your legacies. You won't leave any good legacy behind. And Ghanaians will forever remember this. Akufo Addo, we will forever put this into our head. The mess that you've created. Giving a contract to a Nigerian that Ghana losing and Nigeria gaining. Because those people come from Nigeria, I use Nigeria. So Nigeria gaining. You charge your own citizens to pay $150. And it was a forced charge. It is by force. You have to pay by force. If you don't pay, they won't allow you. For Ghana to get just $10 and for Nigeria to get $140, it means you have no sense. You have no goddamn sense. And those people that know Akufo Addo family members were behind this nonsense. Nonsense of a deal. You did this to your own citizens. This is what it was. And people didn't, it's a normal thing. Okay, that's what they did. Akufo Addo, you did this to us. You did this to us. You did this to us, Akufo Addo. That's what you did to us. Your own citizens. Now Ghanaians are asking you simple questions. Come out and answer us. You have a lot of questions to answer. Mahmoud Bamia, the man who wants to break the 8, thinking that he has done something good for us. Mr. Digital Man, Dr. Digital, come out and answer us. But I know probably this information is on the digital platform. Since you are the digital man, you know everything about the Frontier Company. So come out and answer us, Mr. Digital Vice President. And the man who wants to be a president, digital, he has nothing to offer. That so-called digital was not part of their agenda. They came into power and they don't know even how to fulfill their own campaign promises. And the only thing that they can do is to engage in all sort of dubious means and all sort of nonsense. What they are doing today. Mahmoud Bamia, you see your end. Your end is not good. Your end is not good. At the time when your wife was calling Mahama Muntum Banza and calling him the incompetent one. The incompetent one. We have the incompetent president in the office. And I, Mahmoud Bamia, with my boss, Nana the Dankwa Akufo Addo. We have the men. And I know with the chairman things, with the Sekotos, Professor Jamba Force. Today, Ghana is in a serious crisis. They've labeled Ghana as an essential bankrupt nation, the most indebted nation in Africa. Under the auspices, under the leadership of Akufo Addo and Mahmoud Bamia, we've become the most indebted nation in Africa. That if you look at the entire African nations, that the country that has come to IMF so many times, that Ghana, and they've overborrowed. They have overborrowed, and they can't show us what they use the money for. Under the leadership of Mahmoud Bamia and Akufo Addo, this is what you've done. You want to break the 8, we shall see. You think Ghanaians don't have the sense. You think we have feces in our head. You think we have stones in our head, so we don't reason. Yeah, that it is possible to become president. And that is his slogan. It is possible, inshallah. And he started going to church. He goes to church and tells them, I am a Muslim and I believe Jesus is coming again. What has that got to do with governance? Then he'll be going to so many pastors, then they'll be telling him, you'll be the flag bearer, you'll become a president, you'll do this. Mahmoud Bamia, we shall see. And all the evil intention of Akufo Addo to rig the 2020 election is not going to pass through. It's not going to come through. If you want, Mahmoud Bamia, turn yourself as the electoral commissioner chairperson. Akufo Addo, we want you yourself to be the electoral commissioner chairperson. And I can tell you that you will never win that election. Yes. You've destroyed that party. Your party will go into opposition for so many years. And that is the reality. They themselves know. You think Japan and Ireland, you think they are speaking for no reason. They are speaking because they know Mahmoud Bamia and Akufo Addo have destroyed the NPP party. The NPP that they inherited from President Kufuor, they have destroyed it. Today, during the same period of President Kufuor's tenure, when he in 2007, people were saying good things about him. Even President Kufuor, that people didn't have much to say about him. Still, you contested and you lost that election to Professor John Evans Atames. Now that with this mess that you've created, poverty everywhere, that pensioners crying, you have to go to the bank. That I have a coupon in hand here. I want to cash out money. They will tell you cannot cash out money. With this, you want to break the 8. With the mess that you've created, with this bankruptcy, you see, we are not fools. We are reasonable people. And we can also reason. Simple as ABC. I am a goddamn reasonable, critical thinker. And they shouldn't think that we don't have critical thinkers and you stand there with this slogan, jargon, slogan. We're going to break the 8. It is possible. We shall see. You're going to break it for us to see. And I have explained to Ghanaians, breaking something means to destroy. You guys are destroyers. That is why you've destroyed the nation. You have completely destroyed the nation. You have, broken the nation into pieces. And you want to break Ghana into 8 pieces, right? That break the 8. That's the meaning. If you are Ghanaian, don't allow these people to deceive you. You are going through, in this critical moment, you are passing through pains, a lot of problems in Ghana. They are not passing through because, hey, they've stolen so much. You see, this economic condition that you guys are going through, they are not seeing it all because they've stolen so much. And for them, they can afford every goddamn thing. If they increase petrol price, it does not affect them. He is a minister. A minister to pay DMs and the free petrol, free electricity, free this, but they don't pay anything. So they don't see how ordinary Ghanaians are suffering. You are the ordinary Ghanaian. You are the ordinary Ghanaian. Don't allow them to deceive you. When Akufo Addo is building an empire for the family members, he is not building an empire for you and your family members. He is helping himself. And you should know, he is not in power just because he just want to help Ghana. He came into power because of money. And they told you that he's the incorruptible. That of that man, he has achieved. He doesn't need. It is a lie. He needs everything. He needs our money. He needs Ghana's taxpayers' money. He needs everything. That is why he put all his family members into various offices. Just if you don't know, I'm here to tell you. And you clap your hands. The most incorruptible president. Now they don't call Akufo Addo. The most incorruptible president now is the most corrupt president in our history. To the extent that today I saw Professor Hanks. Now let me even say what he said. Hey, Professor Hanks, NPP party, they've suffered in the hands of a realist. And this man lives in the United States here. And economic professor at the Johns Hopkins University is not giving these NPP people the chance to spew nonsense in Ghana. And let me read what he said. Professor Hanks said something here, and I'll be very happy. He said, Akufo Addo's tariff increment plan is going to fall like a lead balloon. Somebody in the United States here always comes out to tell the truth. And the Ghanaians don't have that critical mind to even read into what Akufo Addo is doing. But the white man is here, able to come out, predict, tell you the truth. And I can remember when the rating agencies, said Ghana was negative, blah, 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 the economy. Then they were in Ghana insult because they don't even know what ratings stand for. Hey, they are in Ghana. You've gone to the World Bank, you've overborrowed, you don't pay money on time, you are behind payment, and you think they will rate you good, right? They rated them so bad. Ghana is an indebted nation, and when they come for loan, they don't pay on time. And they were there insulting with their illiteracy. You are in parliament, right? As a member of parliament, you are part of the NPP party, you have no knowledge, you don't even have exposure. You don't have exposure. You don't know anything about the credit rating agencies. They've limited your government, your country, that you guys don't even know how to manage an economy. And they've created economic management plan. What the hell are they even managing in that goddamn country? Nothing. Nothing. Akufo Addo. And the mess that you've created. You see, that mess is just there looking at you as the man who has virtually collapsed the nation. People don't want to say anything. And some of us, we have the mouth. We will say something about it. Simple as ABC. Simple. And Okudzeto Ablakwa came out with an explosive information regarding the COVID testing, the Frontier company, that it did not pass through the procurement process, no due process. The parliamentarians are not aware. I can remember when they recalled that minister to parliament and they questioned the minister. The minister said she doesn't know who even awarded the contract. Because the Ajimamanu too is not even aware. So we sit in our country for people to invade our airport to be taking money from citizens. Your president told them This is not going to pass through the procurement process. And you sacked Charlotte Osei over procurement law. So you should sack yourself, Akufo Addo. You should by now resign. With the mess that you've created. Because you're benefiting and looting and taking money from Ghana. That is why you don't want to resign, right? If you're an honorable person, but now you just resign. You see, the Europeans and the Americans, anytime something happened, then they realize, okay, I didn't do well, then they resign. But the black man, because they are milking, sucking, getting something from the government, they get a lot of money, they will never resign. Then Akufo Addo, you think he will resign? And for him, he's power drunk. He's power drunk. He doesn't want to leave power, and he is still thinking about how they can rig 2024 election in his favor, so that he will be former president and be controlling Mahmoud Bamwa. Say this. You think we are fools? You think we are fools, right? The government will account for every single penny. Enough is enough. Oh yes, that's what it is. And we have to tell them the truth. Mahmoud Bamwa has nothing to break because you've not done anything for Ghanaians to vote for you. Okay? We won't allow you to come and destroy the country. Breaking here means to destroy. And that slogan will not manifest. And we're telling you that we will not allow you to break it anywhere. I want Akufo Addo. I want him to be the electoral commissioner chairperson. And let's see what will happen. And we know people who are watching him. You know, what we did in 2020 and 2020. What he did in 2020. Using the police and the military, brutalizing citizens. You not allowing the fair election. You can't repeat that in 2024. It's going to be boot for boot, and I'm telling you that the other parties will not allow you to do that. Yeah. You guys have nothing to even defend. You have nothing to portray, nothing to show, nothing. The 2020 election must be a serious communal labor to teach the NPP. Oh, no. After that lesson, I know Ghanaians will teach them a lesson. Simple as ABC. Ghanaians will teach him a simple lesson. And they will learn from that. I remember in 2017, the first day during the inaugural speech, right? Then they started talking about NPP will be in power for more than 100 years because Mahama and NDC messed up. That's what they said. NDC, that's a NDC, never again NDC. Today, you guys don't want to say that again, And that never has turned out to be a viper biting them, and never to the NPP again. Mr. Amwako, medase pa so mama stars, medase pa. Thank you very much, Mr. Amwako. And mo mama stars nyina medamu nyina sister Phoebe amedamase. Medamase pa. Thank you guys very much for saying mama stars. And so this new particular party, you guys made much noise in 2016. Me, I was part of them. Do you know that I am a card-bearing member of the party, the New Patriotic Party? But I'm no more. I used to be a card-bearing member. Yes, paid dues. I have given my money to that party before. And me, at that time, I was so brainwashed that if you say something about NPP, I will fight you. But I don't blame those who fight some of us. Those who come under our page and write nonsense, I don't blame them. I was also like them. I was so fucking brainwashed. You tell me anything, I will just disagree with you. If you don't take your time, I will fight you. But it came to a time I realized, I live in the land of the free, the land of opportunities. And I gain my consciousness. And the frontier line, Sakawa president and his government has collapsed them. So now, I am no more part of that criminal party. I am a neutral person, and I speak because the way I'm speaking, people think, I'm being sponsored by NDC. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I am a Ghanaian. The NDC is not in power. Mahama is not in. When Mahama was in power, I did what I'm doing to him. Today he is not in power. So why must I even mention his name and speak against him? I will not mention his name and speak against him because he is not the president. The person who is the current president is what I must say something about. And he has collapsed the nation. With his bracket, Mahmoudi Bamwa, the two known Mahmoudi Bamwa. They've destroyed the nation. So when I'm doing video and I say something about somebody saying, but you don't say anything about NDC, I've done that and it is passed. Now it is Akufo Addo's government. It is Mahmoudi Bamwa's government. And I have to say something to them. Simple as ABC. I'm not being sponsored. I am not a hungry person. I don't need money from them. Yes. I don't need money from Akufo Addo and co. I don't need money from NDC. I am a neutral person. And Akufo Addo said in 2017 inaugural speech that we shouldn't be spectators, we should be citizens. As a citizens, you must speak up. Simple as ABC. Speak up, see something, say it. And that is a slogan. I am seeing what I am also educated though. I am Mahmoudi Bamwa is a doctor. I'm also a doctor. And Mahmoudi Bamwa is not a critical thinking past me. He's a philosopher. I'm a philosopher. So I've seen what he's doing. And I have every goddamn thinking mind to also speak up. Simple as ABC. And I told you guys, if they bring any nonsense out, I will come out and explain to you guys. If it's intelligent, I'm intelligent. Simple as ABC. Simple as ABC. Whatever policy that will come out, and they don't even have policies because they've exhausted all the so-called policies and they've not been able to fulfill the policies. Because all the nonsense that they promised Ghanaians, it was all rhetoric, rhetoric. That was what they created. It was an impression to deceive Ghanaians for a vote. And this time around, we won't allow that to happen. We're going to use the media that we have to educate Ghanaians. Simple as ABC. Yeah, that stolen speech. Akufo Addo stole the speech from United States, president, various presidents, quoting them. That is why he's not able to do the right, because he can't even think on his own for 5 minutes. You ask Akufo Addo, can you construct a statement on your own for more than 5 minutes? Like what I'm doing, I am not reading through any script. Everything that I'm saying comes all from my mind, and I'm able to say it. But Akufo Addo will not be able to state anything for more than 5 minutes without stealing someone's speech. Hey, I am telling you the reality here. Whether you like me or not, I'm gonna tell you. Akufo Addo is in power. Simple. And as a Ghanaian, you have every right to speak up. No one can prevent you from speaking up. You are also a Ghanaian. Politics is not a property. It does not belong to a nuclear family or an extended family. Politics is not like a stool, a black stool that people will claim that they are royals. You see, the politics, everyone is qualified. So far as you don't have a criminal record and you are at a certain age, you are qualified to become a president. Every individual. And you have every right to speak up. Simple as ABC. Yeah, I want to be a citizen. We are all citizens, but not speak. Akufo Addo is not a Ghanaian more than any other Ghanaians. We are all Ghanaians. When he was labeling the voter region people as Togolese, does he, Akufo Addo, think that he's a Ghanaian past anybody? Akufo Addo, we are all Ghanaians. And you see, we won't allow you to steal and take what does not belong to you. Akufo Addo, do you know what belongs to you? It is only your salary that belongs to you. Only your salary that belongs to you. Anything else belongs to Ghana. We've realized you are getting salary, you get contract, you get this, you get this, you get this. You are now a billionaire. How come that you are not a billionaire? And that is the question that we are asking. Simple. The only thing that belongs to him in their government is their salary. All the ministers to their salary. And how come we are even entertaining them giving contract to themselves, awarding contract to themselves, and they end up going to court and be taking what is judgment debt. We should question all this. We should question them. We must pass a law that a politician will not be able to award a contract to themselves. If we do that, they will even kill themselves to contest for an election. Like we have a law that if you're a president and you award a contract to yourself, to your family members, they will arrest you. That the only entitlement that you have in that government is only your salary. Do you think they will waste money and kill people to become leaders? No. Do you think the member of parliament then and the minister only depends on only salary? Do you think they will be wasting their time? And that is the time that Ghana will develop. But here the case now, it is a mafia system, a cartel system they've created. It is a group and you must be part of the cartel system. You're going to share this money, we're going to do this. If you're not part of us, you won't get it. So we must pass a law to ban them. In the United States here, they wanted to ban the lawmakers from trading the stock market. They are saying that people do give them information inside trading. Oh, this company is going to hit. So you see, a house member will buy maybe a share, maybe $2 million. Then in about 6 months, that company will hit. And the person becomes a $20 million from 2 million to 20 million. That is inside trading. And they said they're going to ban them. That's what they are. Here they have a lot of laws. Even for President Trump to even say he was a rich man, according to what they are saying, if not for a political gain, they said he inflated his wealth. He inflated the figures. And because of that is a fraud. So they are charging him. Now they don't even have any corruption charge against him. They're going out. We want to know his tax. His taxes that he did. Here they have tax incentives for a lot of rich people. They all have it. But I don't know why they are going after him. Here they will entertain you because you are the president. So they entertain you. No. They won't do that. If you are the president, you are under the law. If you are the judge, you are under the law. Here they even arrest judges. I've seen in so many news that the United States justice system going after judges. You deliver the case and they know there is a bribery in that. They will come after you. They don't care about you being a judge. They care about you doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing. You think they will leave you to do that nonsense. The only thing about democracy that they like is the name democracy. They hate everything about it. Oh, yes. Do you know that the Akufo Addo and his government don't like Ghana? They are not bidding on behalf of Ghana. They are bidding on behalf of their pocket. That is why Canada Japan said they are looting. This morning, Canada Japan said they are looting and they are looting. And they put money into offshore account. That's what he said. They don't care about Ghana. They don't have Ghana in their mind. Their interest is to become rich. You have individuals coming from a country and they don't have the nation in mind. They only think about how they can make money and how they can take their children out of the country for them to school overseas. You have these people as your leaders and you think that country, they don't care about the nation. If they care about the nation, they won't destroy water bodies. If they care about the nation, they won't import and bring Chinese into the country to destroy our river systems. They don't care about us. You people don't know. One in Ohio here. Yes. Yes. They don't care about us. They don't care about you. You are a Ghanaian. You must know that you are a Ghanaian. They don't care about you. You are a poor person. Whether you die out of hunger, they don't give a damn about that. The only thing they care about is you becoming a poor person. For them to stand on the pulpit, for them to stand on somewhere to call you a poor person. Sometimes when we are speaking, then they want information from you. They do sponsor. Do you know this funny thing? Let me even give a warning here. Those of you who come into my inbox and ask me, I should introduce myself to you. How do you guys take me for? I have a lot of fools who sent me message in my inbox asking me about myself. You are a fool. And who the hell do you think that you are for you to be asking me about myself? Then I'll tell you, my name is Kweku. I come from here. I live here. I sit here. You are a fool. Yeah. And you see, they will sponsor some of you. Go and get information from this guy. Then you come into my inbox and you see, with this nonsense, I don't even know, shallow-minded questions. Then you put it out there for me to answer you. Are you a fool? Those of you coming into my inbox, trying to get information from me, you think I'm a kid, right? I'm educated past your president, you. Coming into my inbox, and when it comes to security, don't even play with me. I am an ex-military person, when it comes to security. And you, with that village mindset, that village thought process, you've come into my inbox asking me about myself. Somebody said I should describe myself to him. As what? As my supervisor? As my father? As my mom? As my family member? I should be describing myself to you. In the name of you've come into my inbox and you're asking me who I am. Some of you are fools, that I should describe myself to them. I can even open so many of them here to you for you guys to see. That I should describe myself for them. What kind of nonsense is this? And you think I'm a dumb person, right? I don't even have the sense. You just jump into my inbox, starting asking me stupid questions, then I start giving you answers. You gotta be very careful. And those of you fooling, in the name of a support party, I belong to this party. I don't belong to no goddamn party. I'm a fucking Ghanaian. And I have every right to do politics. No law prevents me from doing politics. And I have every goddamn thing. The only thing that I can do in Ghana is killing people, stealing, doing the unnecessary. For that one, they will come after me. As a Ghanaian citizen, you must be a law-abiding citizen, respect the law, be a good person, and don't kill, don't steal, don't sabotage. If you do that, any other thing, you have every right to do it. Yeah, so far as I'm not killing, so far as I'm not inciting people to go and fight, so far as I'm not saying something that will bring chaos, but I am rather putting my mouth into the politics that they do. I think we don't have the right to say that, right? And you want that information from me. And I'm waiting for the goddamn stupid person who thinks he's so intelligent to just jump into my inbox and start asking me stupid questions. And people think that we don't have the sense, We have the sense, okay? We all have the sense. As for politics, we can all do it. And that my page, they've limited me. The reason why I don't use it for, I use that page for consciousness, and I use that page for my herbal teachings. I'm using this page for politics and other things. But the herbal teachings, once they open me that account, I'll start using it. But now, they've blocked me. I am on red. They say they've warned me because I posted a video that something fell on somebody's head. They said it is a graphic something violence. Before that, they've blocked that account. That is why I am using this. So those who have not followed this page, please follow this page. And when you come on it, please share and like it. And for me to also get the followers here. For the other one, they've, blocked me. That is why I'm not able to do the live video there. That's what it is. Yeah, so I'll be using this for the politics. And next year is going to be boot for boot. That is what a lot of people are confused about. Me, they keep tagging me NDC 2000. I was tagged NPP. Yes. Yeah, in 2016, I was tagged an NPP member. Yes, because of what I did to Mahama. Me, I brought $20,000 to Ghana. In the name of DKM, and my money was locked up. So I gave it to Mahama rough. And they called me an NPP guy. A lot of my NDC classmates will come, but half of them, they won't insult you. They come and they make argument under my post. But these people, they come, tag you NDC, they insult you, call you home, that you are a villager, and then they use your trap to insult you. These people, foolish people. Now you tagging me an NDC person, right? When I was doing that to Mahama, who sponsored me to be doing that to Mahama? When I was doing that to Mahama and his NDC guys, who really sponsored me? Today I am an NDC member. So who has sponsored me? Who has really sponsored me to be doing the video that I do? for you to sit down and open your goddamn mouth to say that. Eh? These NPP people, you guys have problems, you. Eh? You guys have a lot of issues. You voted for someone to become so rich, for you to become so poor, and you don't see anything wrong with it. You don't see anything wrong with it, and you are okay with it. After him, he can be our president, he can be our leader. We don't care. So far as I'm a poor person, so you are, a poor person, and he is so goddamn rich. And you've never seen a neutral person like some of us. You haven't seen neutral person like some of us, right? So now you tagging me an NDC member. I've never paid a dues to NDC, and I've never owned an NDC card. But I'm having an NPP card. I have an NPP card. I have NPP posters in my room here. Yes, NPP posters. Now you're saying that I am an NDC member. You guys are crazy people, fools. You can't even reason. I was here for my casa, bro. I go for my GBO. No more Musitaki, O can I could say your mumpeo, no more cocoa pie, Okudzeto and expose Mosano. And some Hunana Akufo Addo dino airport to honor no $150 no. Okudzeto Ablakwa abe expose no. Sika no omoji yan $150. Ghana enya $10 per. Nipa ba ko bi atua $150. Ghana eje $10. Na Nigeria for enya $150. $140 at the expense of Ghana. And I was supposed to know. Yet the minister called Parliament and said, now why am I judges as can almost own the moon Kwaya, Uncle for Cotton. And the year to your crum. Now Nigeria for Albert Trasher and so. Our airport edge Ghana for Yaba Ghana Sika. Akufo Addo, we a criminal, Papa Akufo Addo. This criminal man. Everything about him is money, 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 money. He does not care about anything. He cares about money, 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 money. That is why people walk into his office and bribe him. Hey, if you can put a fat check or a fat envelope on his table, that man will smile at you. But you go into his office, Akwasi Nyanchaji said, I have this man in my pocket. And it was true. He was having him in his pocket. That's what Akwasi Nyanchaji said. I've seen a video that somebody went to Akufo Addo office and was delivering a fat envelope to Akufo Addo, and he was smiling. It is about money. It is not about building any nation. It is not about developing any part of the country. It is about uplifting himself, building an empire, putting his family members at various positions. That's all it is. And I am not a member of the NPP. Oh, God damn it, I can never be a member. I am not a member. I am not. They came into my inbox, wanted to convince me to be part of that, the NPP. Yeah, they came with people. They said they're part of the government. I blocked the hell out of them. I blocked them. There were two people. The first one came, I insulted him and blocked the hell out of him. Then the following week, another person came that they want me to be part of the NPP, classic NPP. And I blocked the hell out of them. I don't need anything. You see, I don't depend on party and politics to survive. I depend on hard work. I depend on my own sweat. I depend on me using my own energy. I don't depend on politics. I don't depend on that I should be saying something good about Akufo Addo for them to give me money. I don't depend on that. I depend on hard work. I'm a hard-working person. That is what I depend on. For those of you who depend on politics, if not politics, you won't get anything. That is when we are doing teachings and then they come under our video to insult us. I don't depend on any politics to survive. I worked my way out to make money. So when they see us and then that person who came in my inbox thought he could have convinced me to be part of them. How can you convince me to be part of this criminal government? You have your own party members are even returning from the party. And me, this sensible person like me, you want me to be part of this criminal government? I am here putting questions before Mahmoud Bawumia and Akufo Addo. They should come out and answer us. Simple, I'm not part of that. Now all his family members they are very rich. All his family members are very rich. And when you see someone seriously insulting, it is either that person come from Akufo Addo's family or a minister's family. Because no sensible Ghanaian will come under your page to insult you. Because every Ghanaian is suffering. They are all suffering. So no sensible person will come under your live video to write nonsense and insult you. It is only Akufo Addo family members and the NPP ministers members and their appointees. Their members will come because they are getting something, juice, and they are sucking, milking. They get sugar and sugar like honey from the government. So they will come under your page to distract you. I am not part of that party. Those NPP dogs said I am a hustler. Yes, we are hustler and we depend on our hustling. We hustle to make money. We don't lie to make money. We don't steal. We don't go to IMF, take a loan and share into our pocket. We don't do that. So that is why when we speak, we speak with passion. And when they come here, they can't tolerate some of us and they rat and insult us. Of late, I have blocked the hell out of all of them. So when they come and they see us doing videos, like they don't even see our videos anymore. If you come here and write nonsense, I'll block the hell out of you. Hey, nobody feed me. I don't get any money from Akufo Addo and his family. I don't get money from Ghana. When I completed school, Ghana government did not even employ me. I didn't get a job. They told me to pay a bribe. I am a hustler. I hustle to survive. And so if you depend on government, then you're not doing the right thing. Look, Ghana money does not belong to you. What belongs to you is your salary. That is your portion. The taxpayers' money, it is the money of the country. The petrol money belongs to the country. Gold money belongs to the country. All the resource money belongs to the country. So if you are a thief, and you are stealing from the government, then we're going to say something that you are a thief. Without politics, you can't survive. Without politics, you go broke. Without politics, you can't live. So it's like somebody saying the right thing. It's like you're going to lose power and you get the money that you are getting. But whether you like it or not, power doesn't last forever in the hands of the abuser. You are abusing power, stealing, and you think power will last in your hands. Ghanaians will show you shege. They will tell you that we gave the power to you and you take the power back. Abusia, let me leave you guys here and we'll continue. I'm very tired. We'll continue. So, adimire, bye bye.